Today, we went on an adventure that was quite a ways off the main highway in the hills of Kentucky. The owner of the property had quite an affinity with dinosaurs, aliens, and other oddities that were scattered all around the property. Keith actually had a conversation with an alien. He looks scared, and I was abducted by an alien, but they let me phone home. They were pretty nice. You didn't know from one moment to the next what you might run into. Hey guys, we took another interesting cave tour today.
Yeah, come on in, guys.
There's even dinosaurs in the cave.
Yeah, so this is the natural entrance to this cave. It was discovered in 1960, so fairly recently in the grand scheme of things. A local explorer named Cleon Turner was up here just looking for rocks and fossils to sell in the gift shops in town. He came across this sinkhole that was blasting a bunch of cold air out of like a small hole in the ground. It's mostly full of sediment and only about 1.5 feet in diameter. Just from the airflow coming out, he knew there was a cave here. So he brought back a few friends. They started digging this thing out. So they uncovered a 98-foot deep shaft here that intersects the cave, then borrowed a rope from a farmer and went to the bottom. Over the next several years, they developed this as a show cave. It opened up in 1965, and then operations ran until 2009. Current owners bought the place in 2010, so our first season back open was 2018.
We love the marketing tagline, "We're not mammoth, but we are spectacular." This cave is in very close proximity to Mammoth Cave.
Oh, look, guys, watch your head here if you're tall. This one hangs down a bit low.
It took the new owners 8 years to replace the stairs and everything in the cave to make it safe for tours once again. Sometimes it pays to be short. I rarely had to duck my head.
Also, cool thing about the upper part of the cave, we see all kinds of new growth here. Like, for instance, these short straws here, those thin little stalactites, that's about 23 years growth on those. We have a good date on them. The building we just came in, that used to be the old ticket office back in the day. The females are easy to identify. You'll notice they have this long protrusion out the backside of their body. They use that to stab into the sediment to lay eggs. It's kind of an easy way to tell male or female, you know. Yeah, this one's kind of seasonal. A lot of times you get drought, you know, it's barely a trickle there.
This cave was packed full of unique, beautiful cave formations.
For instance, like the dark red, this is just iron oxide. We have lots of red clay in this area in Kentucky. It's full of iron. Water brings that here and it gets trapped in the calcite. The more dark material that looks almost black or really dark purple, just manganese oxide and magnesium. That's mostly coming from like decaying leaf litter or debris on the surface. Water burns that here also.
There's just something so unique about being underground. It's almost otherworldly. Each cave that we have gone into has been different and unique in its own way.
This funnel thing is just fossilized horn coral. And there's some up here as well. And there's another one back here, it's barely hanging on.
Yeah.
We find all kinds of sea life in the dolomite and the limestone bedding. It's just an ancient seabed. It's kind of a weird way to think about it, but that's what it is. So like 350 million years ago, there was a shallow ocean here. And that's what developed this limestone and dolomite bedding, basically. We've even found shark teeth in this cave, little small ones, you know, which is always interesting to find stuff like that.
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, you don't associate sharks with Kentucky at all.
Oh.
Yeah, so these specific carrion beetles are totally endemic to caves. They've adapted. So from being in the dark, they lose their eyes. Yeah, they're much smaller than they would be on the surface as well. Stalactites join. We call it eye of the needle. It kind of looks like a wishbone as well.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, you guys will see lots of broken ones through here as well. People used to break these off and sell them in gift shops, as crazy as that sounds.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I see.
This is why they call it the oh, wow room. Whew. How awesome is that? We actually got to hold a broken one, and our guide showed us what the calcite looks like with a flashlight on it.
One that grows down from the ceiling, and you'll notice it has banding in it, or looks similar to like growth rings in a tree. We can't really date them that way.
This was our group, and we loved the fact that it was a small tour group. It's such a more enjoyable, personable tour.
That was really cool. Looks like a big jellyfish or something.
Yeah.
Like some of this one almost defies gravity even, you know. It looks more like a coral than popcorn, honestly. Or like a big pokey cactus or something.
So crazy.
Good example of one.
Oh.
Yeah, it was on the ceiling and then it fell like maybe 2 weeks ago. So what happens is sometimes these crickets, when they pass away, they have spores all over their body, and then this fungus consumes them. Called a little bend in the trail here, moon room, kind of the dolomite, I guess, along the ceiling. It does kind of resemble the surface of the moon, I suppose.
Some of the passageways in this cave were pretty tight. I even had to turn sideways to get through some of them, and our clothes brushed up against them, which is fine. You cannot touch it with your hands because it's the oil on your hands that destroys the formations.
And there's a cricket on Bullwinkle too.
Oh.
He's like, he don't like that flashlight.
No, you don't like it.
His
There's a
antlers
few
up
of them up there. Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of crickets.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few today. You guys have all heard of cave bacon, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, got a decent piece of bacon here too.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's the thick slice bacon, the good kind. Yeah, you can see like over here where it's wet, you don't get the same effect. But
Right.
man, when it's dry,
Yeah. Look how pretty.
it's like almost looks like little snow crystals or something, huh? Brimstone pools back here are fabulous too. That water clarity is really good. Guys, be careful. We're gonna go across this travertine dam. And watch your head when we do that. I've hit my head like 2-3 times here. It's just awkward. You have to step up and over it and duck at the same time.
Oh, these brimstone dams are nice.
Yeah, they're beautiful. This travertine looks like a ribbon candy or something
Oh
almost.
man, look at that. Look how clear it is.
This same thing happens at hot springs, the travertine. Just rapid precipitation of calcium carbonate.
Here, our youngest doesn't have a problem. You're gonna have to watch her.
Yeah, watch your head, guys. Just takes a short burst of the UV light too, to get it going. Get maybe 6-8 seconds out of it.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a blank canvas on this one, huh? Do a Christmas tree maybe.
This is another one of those tight spots that we had to navigate through going through the cave. This was an amazing tour, and we highly recommend it. Our guide, Aaron, did a phenomenal job.
Well, they found wolf bones and human remains. And there's more than a few, there's like 56 different sets. They sent them off to be studied at Washington State. They were dated to 680 BC.
Whoa,
It's
really?
definitely indigenous people. We think they were traveling in and out from the lower entrance, but they found stone tools down there, projectile points, things like this. I think it was, ceremonial burial most likely, put them all together. 2 of the other caves on the property have remains as well.
We walked out of the cave the very same way we came in, through this staircase. After the cave tour, we took a walk around the property to see all the things that the owner had collected. Our tour guide said that he would go to a trade show and come back with all of this stuff. So the tour guide didn't know if he was going to do a cave tour or come to work and put together an alien spacecraft. We took a walk around the gift shop, and they have the typical things that you see in a cave gift shop. When I ask about bathrooms, they only have porta-johns, and the reason is they're way too far out for city water, and they sit on top of a cave, so they can't have a septic tank. Keith even got to ride shotgun with an alien. That's something you don't get to do every day. This little crawl space is just outside of the parking lot, and they've got it all gated off. Our tour guide told us that this is another cave located here on the property that they are currently exploring. They're not mammoth, but we agree they are spectacular. If you would like to see more of our videos, click the video that just popped up on your screen